Tere hommikust, everyone. It's VladsBoredom, and welcome to my latest boop vlog from Tallinn in Estonia. I just woke up now. It's just shy after 8 a.m. and I actually had a pretty good sleep, but now I'm getting hungry. Just before I'm kicking off with this video, thank you Didik for being my executive producer. Without you, this video would not have been possible, and if you want to become just like him and an executive producer, check out the first link in the description down below. It will lead you to my Patreon page. Let's get dressed up and then follow me to the breakfast room.
The breakfast buffet was at that time not possible in my hotel because the restaurant was closed. But the sister hotel is just a bit further down the road and breakfast was offered there instead. All in all, it is a pretty unspectacular buffet with a bit of everything. I'm not a big fan of it, but it was still okay. What you see is what you get. I guess you're surely wondering what kind of music I'm using in my videos. Well, let me tell you that the songs are all from an Estonian band called Cartoon and that they are among the leading artists on No Copyright Sounds. Check out the description. I list in every single video all the songs I use, including intro and outro. In the bus I had an elderly lady sitting diagonally in front of me and I noticed that she wasn't wearing a mask. She was trying to cover her mouth and nose with her clothes. Now, because I saw what was going on, I decided to give her one of my fresh masks, because I think it is important to protect yourself in enclosed spaces. The curious thing about that encounter though was that the woman was starting to speak with me in Russian, even though I didn't say any words to her, because I don't know how to address people in Estonian, and also being aware that not everyone understands Russian. Could it be that I look like a Slavic dude and that she thought I'm a Russian speaker? In the end, she was thankful and friendly, because it is probably not normal that people nowadays share what they've got with others. Also, her gut feeling was right. I'm a Russian speaker, albeit far away from being a native one. Do you remember from the second video of this series the word for railway station? That's right, it is Jaam. The main railway station of Tallinn is called Balti Jaam and it is probably one of the dodgiest places in town. I didn't have the feeling that it was dangerous, but it felt a bit like the place where mainly poorer people are hanging around, especially people with alcohol problems. However, except for that, the area is pretty safe. There is a place, however, which is more interesting to visitors, namely the Balti Jaama Turg, aka the Baltic Railway Station Market. From the outside, the market looks like a brand new place and it is very clean as well. The building got built a couple of years ago and before that it looked like a typical Eastern European open-air market. Now with the wooden roof and the stone walls, it looks very distinctive and eye-catching. It is a huge market with various things you can buy. It has the wet market with fruit and vegetables, a butcher and fish shop, multiple food stands, and in the basement there is also a supermarket. However, the main reason why I came here is the first floor, and there you can find loads of clothes and shoes. They are mostly from other Eastern European countries and often counterfeit copies of original brands, but authentic Estonian clothes can be found there as well. For people like me who like some stuff from the former Soviet Union, there is also some stuff to see and buy too. Antique shops are much better in this market than in Vanalin, because people regularly browse around, while in Vanalin I had a couple of relatively unfriendly shopkeepers. Here, they are friendly and ready to help you. Also, if you're looking for some cool souvenirs for your friends and family, this is the place to go. One of my wishes for this trip was to leave Tallinn and see some place outside of it. So after a bit of research, I decided to hop on a bus and go out of town. The buses are quite a bit different and you can't use the fares you got for Tallinn, so you need to pay as you go at the driver. During the ride, I got a few insights how the outskirts of Tallinn look like, especially the amount of single detached houses with wood claddings. The resemblance to Belgrade is quite apparent, because once you leave the city limits, you eventually get into the big nowhere.
So ladies and gentlemen, here I am in a different town. This is Saku. And it is very famous for one particular thing, and this is right behind me. Yes, it's a brewery. I do not advocate the drinking of alcohol or something like that, but the thing is, like, it is a part of the Estonian culture, and I mean, I wanted to visit something else, something what you can do also on a dreadful day like here behind me, but here it's actually sunny right now. You see the sun is glaring onto me. I want to check out the museum. They got one there, and hopefully I can buy there some cool gifts too, because the thing is, I do not want to buy so many things in Vanalin or in Balti, Jaama, Turg, because I do not want to get ripped off or anything like that, and I want to get something authentic Estonian. Here it is. Let me show you how it looks from the other side. Off we go, guys.
I had bigger expectations of that wee brewery when they said that they have a museum, but then I had to realize that because of COVID-19, the museum was closed. However, it didn't deter me to drink some great Saku Original straight from the brewery and have some delicious garlic bread.
Okay guys, I believe I'm here in a non-copyright zone territory, and this is like the perfect timing to actually speak in front of the camera and not like elsewhere. And here I am together with a friend of mine.
Hey!
That's my friend Eileen, and actually she's a German who lives here in Estonia, and I know her for, guess how long, guys? Not only 1 year, not only 2 years. Heck guys, I know her for already 7 years, and it is the first time that we actually ever meet. I'm really glad that I'm here with her. And now we're going in this dead mall. For real, it's basically that. There are so many empty stores. Not just empty like that there are no customers, but actually empty slots of stores. And I believe there must be something which is actually a really cool thing what you can experience only here.
The T1 Mall has, in all honesty, a huge Ferris wheel on the rooftop. I kid you not, I thought that the London Eye was already dope, but this thing right here is over the top in the literal sense. From it you have a wonderful view towards the whole city, even better than from Linnahall. The only downside is that Vanalin is not very well visible, because the skyscraper city is covering it. But other than that, you can see some other places such as the Lake Ülemiste, the airport, and of course the blocks of Lasnamäe. Because going off the beaten track is something what I enjoy a lot, me and Eileen went to Lasnamäe. The quarter isn't exactly well known for anything touristy, but rather for being a sleepy part of the city containing around a quarter of Tallinn's population. Unlike the city center, most of the residents are non-Estonians and speak usually Russian as their native language. I am fascinated how clean Lasnamäe is, because from similar places where I've been, like Novi Beograd, you will find much more loose rubbish on the street and poorly upkept blocks with faded paint, which leave a poor impression on you. Here, I didn't feel anything like that. Benjamin should have come to Lasnamäe instead of Tondi.
As you can see, we are here in front of the random maxima in Lasnamäe, and let's be honest here, we're basically in the Gopnik part of Tallinn. Oh yeah, I'm getting already the Russian accent, but the thing is, what I'm eating here is called magia, and this is something very similar to kohuke. So if you want to know what kohuke is, go to my previous video where I've eaten and almost vomited all of the stuff what I ate from Estonia. So I'm going to try out if this thing from Leedu is actually worth it. So cheers on you guys. Man, it's so good. Oh my goodness. It is so sweet, but it's so worth it. 10 out of 10, guys. Try this out.
I tested the trams, the buses, and even the trolleybus. But there is a mode of transportation I didn't even think about trying until Eileen recommended it to me. The electric scooter. All I had to do is download the Bolt app on the Google Play Store and connect a credit card to my account. Once this was done, I just scanned the QR code on the scooter and the ride already starts. Seeing all those scooters in Zurich, I started to get annoyed by them. But here, they actually prove to be useful, because the walkways are wide, bike lanes are abundant, and of course the terrain in Tallinn is flat, so you can easily use them wherever you are. 25 kilometers per hour doesn't sound like fast with those things, but be aware that you drive without a helmet and that the electric motor has instant torque, so the force of those things is something you need to know before you attempt driving one. I must say, driving an electric scooter, however, is a hell of a lot of fun.
Whoo, guys, what an dinner! The butter chicken was so great, and I actually think Vana Tallinn is a really good liquor and totally unique. Has a very distinctive taste, and when I'm going home I'm going to get a bottle from the duty-free shop. And just look at this. I mean, it is steep. It's not as steep as Dortschel, by the way, but this doesn't matter. Just look at this. Here you got again the walls. I'm filming right now without my gimbal, but this is not a big deal for me because why would I even care about this? Anyway, now let's go upstairs, get something to drink, and go and enjoy the sunset if the sun is still up. Fingers crossed, guys.
Tallinn surely had lots of cool places to visit, and I still didn't see the whole town, but let me tell you that my favorite place of all was of course the Linnahall. The view from there and the whole vibes you get are beyond everything from what I've seen elsewhere. Because it was so good during the afternoon without rain, I wanted to see how it is at night with all the city lights and with the sun going down. Alright guys, that was it from my side. I hope that you really enjoyed the video. Leave me a thumb up if you came until this point so far. Also write a comment down for some feedback, as feedback is always good. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon in order not to miss any of my future videos. Would you like to stay in touch with me? My Instagram account, my TikTok account and my Discord server are all linked in the description down below. Now let's pop up a bottle of Saku Original and enjoy the rest of my evening in Tallinn. Terviseks!